You are listening to Let's Go, the weekly anime podcast about the Jungian collective unconscious. No, the weekly anime from Dynamite in the Brain and Secret of the Sailor Madness. So come along and hang with the Let's Go gang. It's Dwayne.
Hello.
It's Niall.
Howdy.
And it's me, Brian. And on today's episode, we are talking anime that aired January the 17th to January the 23rd, 2026. For some reason, I was about to say 2023. It's because the 2023 was there. Also been looking at a lot of bugs at work from 2023. Starting with Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider, episode 15, The Masked Idol, Heavy Chop, in which our heroes make no appearance this episode.
I have new heroes based on this episode. Like, all these guys are great. All these brand new characters never seen before, or I guess Spider-Man wasn't expanded on, but like, yeah.
Well, we have another masked hero that somebody might form like a straight obsession about, unbeknownst to themselves.
So we learned that Senna has a side hustle of being the Masked Idol Heavy Chop, where she does streams where, despite what
she streams from the ramen stand, the old guy at the thing helps her out by setting up her camera phone kind of thing, and also making her a thing of noodles, because she does an idol thing, then eats a bowl of noodles I was going to say as quickly as possible, as quickly as she likes to eat a bowl of ramen, basically. And that's the stream, and people love it. It's got a lot of followers. The comments are great. They're all positive. I'm just like, she's found her fucking hustle, man. That's great. Good for her.
Yeah, I did see someone comment on Blue Sky that they worried there was had too much of a gaze just for a certain type of woman, but then they came to the conclusion that it probably just has a gaze for every type of person.
Yeah,
they're going to draw.
As long as they're a freak about something.
Yes, that's the important thing.
And yeah, this is after. So she thinks initially that Spider-Man is a toonie, that he's made up this.
So yeah, he Princess carries her all the way.
Monster Man, the worst for shocker evil organization wants to take over the world. Oh man, he's so edgy. It's adorable. Oh,
she's into that. She's into the edgelord thing, because Princess carried her all the way home to make sure she doesn't know that he's a giant spider in a human skin, and she's like, this kind of edgy backstory where he's hiding shit is like, you don't know my dark powers, and it's just like, I'm into that. I'm gonna treat you to nothing sexual. I'm gonna treat you to some ramen. She does her stream. He's like, humans are fucking weird. And it's like, no, in this show, all humans are weird, but her specifically, this is her specific weirdness. Don't judge all of us like this. That kind of thing.
Does it stop a moving in with her? I go to observe this more closely. Was it okay? Cool. I got a living boyfriend. Score.
I like that. And then somehow we ended up living together. I was like, because you give him a key and you let him fucking sleep on your lap, and he's just like, I don't know, feels good, man. It's not that he says that. It's that obviously he's feeling that, but he hasn't been able to articulate.
So handy, he's learning how to take in parcels from the postman and not kill and eat them. He's learning how to go down to the grocery shop and get groceries without killing and eating anybody on the way there either. He's getting really good at it.
Yes, we get her like figures like somewhere when you're together, he collects the parcels, nothing romantic's happening, and then we get his point of view of like, I don't need to eat, but somehow I find myself going to the places with her and eating what she eats. I don't need to sleep, but sometimes but somehow I really like putting my head on her lap and falling asleep to it, which then causes loads of spiders to come out.
He summoned them in his REM state, yeah.
And then this is all set askew by the arrival of Hachiro Hakioku coming at the door. It's a stretch to call him an ex-boyfriend, because they barely knew each other before he went.
She's got a type, clearly.
This is her first love. This is the first guy she fell in love with. Like, boyfriend. He wants to be boyfriend. Initially, I think she wanted him to be boyfriend, but that was never the case. That was never established, because that's who she thought he was in the last episode when she saw the back of his head, because they got the same kind of like premature graying, like
Yeah,
like Dermot Morgan, I guess, is what I would compare
like the dark, mysterious gentleman with silver hair. That's what she goes for. And
who
two of them come
edgelords.
along at once. Whoa, all right.
Yeah.
Suddenly she's entered her popular phase.
But they need to be edgy as well, Niall. That's the important. That's like the spice on top.
He's got an edgy backstory because he is clearly John Lee from Airmaster, but wearing glasses. So I guess Toei can't take ownership of him, and he has a different name. In the same way that I assume we're never going to get Maki referred to as Maki. She's always going to be wearing the mask and referred to as Tiger Master. But yes, this is the 5th strongest guy, I think, from the tournaments at the end of Airmaster. He does not appear in the anime. And he also appears in 81 Diver, the shogi manga, where he is still super strong and using his what's the technique he uses?
He's using like it's like Qigong. It's like Baji Kwan.
Yeah,
I have to say that like it's like kind of like real just fucking sending waves in through you doing like internal damage.
Yeah, so we get a flashback of how their meet cute, where a hawk had stolen her bun, and she screamed at it, causing the hawk to drop the bun. He caught the bun and then ate the bun because he was starving, and then she gave him some milk, and he drank all the milk in one go. And
he also was overhearing their conversation. It was like, buns, I know buns are only your 3rd favorite food and your favorite's ramen, so how about I make you the best kind of ramen? She's like, yes, fucking please, I would be really into that. My friend's like, get away from this guy, he's a creep. And she's like, no, this is my type, actually. This weird fucking man. Yeah.
Yes, because he's talking about how he wants to die and he can't find anyone strong enough to kill him. Yeah, so he makes her a ramen and it's not good enough, and so therefore he leaves.
Good. It's nice. It's lovely instant noodles. It's an instant noodles with a little extra on top, and it's like, that's nice. And she's like, very tasty. And he's like, okay, so it hasn't blown your fucking mind. I need to go and become a master of ramen.
I must go on a put quest. Every ramen shop in Japan and learn their craft.
We get his flashback where he travels all across Japan. He ends up in, I think it's Hokkaido, isn't it?
Hokkaido, yes.
Where a guy makes a special ramen that is onion ramen. I've looked into this. You use fucking cheese like Emmental or fucking Parmesan. I'm gonna be making this thing, man. This sounds great.
It's just like, it's the unholy union of like the ramen and the French onion soup.
Yes, yeah, and I love French onion soup. So like caramelized onion, like it sounds great. But he tries it. It's like, this is the shit, old man. I know you're going to shut down the restaurant.
That was my last bowl, Pilgrim. I'm closing the shop.
But you got to teach me how to make that. And he's like, okay. And then the ramen shop got really popular, and he got distracted for a while, and that's why he's been gone for 2 years. 2 years.
He went to the
I got distracted with the whole ramen industry. It's like, fuck.
And get into a fight. Him and
boys, you want to fight over me?
I loved her bit of just like, whoa, this isn't about me. Wait, this is totally about me. These are 2 hot boys fighting about me. All her fantasies are coming home to roost.
Maybe
it's great.
Terry turn his clothes off.
Yeah.
The fantasy may last longer than the fight, because basically Hachiro strikes Spider-Man twice. Spider-Man is about to turn into a monster, and she shouts at them to stop fighting. But Spider-Man is like, what's going on with these human beings who can hurt me? What is the source of their strength?
And so he's decided, wait, I didn't come here to fight. I came here to make ramen. And he sits down, he makes her the onion ramen, and she's like, all right, with this ramen, not ID way, but if you love this ramen, then you'll be picking him or me. That's basically the choice. And she eats the ramen. The ramen is the best ramen she's ever had. She has like a post-orgasm type face where she's like leaking from everywhere after eating the ramen. That's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah. Also,
she chooses ramen out of the three of them.
Yeah. He's like, I guess we both lose. And Spider-Man's like, what the fuck is going on? I don't understand anything.
Look at that sweet face. Look at how happy she is. She's just so like a little angel. This is, as you say, this is every orifice.
Eyes watering from tears of joy, mouth drooling, nose running, everything's going.
We also say that Hachiro could see Spider-Man's key, and then we get a repeat of that with him looking at the key of Senna changing as she eats the ramen. I guess they're a throuple now, a very weird throuple. They're all going to be living in this house together.
It's going to be an amazing situational comedy, romantic comedy situation of it's like Spider-Man, martial arts master, and ramen.
Classic anime like shoujo like manga love triangle. They got this like like starry-eyed girl, and she's like been hit upon by like this cool brooding type, and it's completely the opposite. A human, cool, brooding type,
and the complete opposite, a bowl of ramen. Like it's just there's a chart that works like she's into ramen, but they're into her. But he can make ramen, but he's a spider. It's going to be very complicated. All kinds of shenanigans are going to happen. I love it. I like that this show can just flip and go here's completely different characters, nothing to do with anything else, and just go like. But it has the same kind of methodology. Here's a bunch of weirdos that are really hyper focused on this thing. And instead of it being like something that's cringeworthy or something mockable, it's just like, yeah, go for it. You can live all your fucking dreams. You want to be a live-in house husband, Spider-Man? You can do it. You can love ramen and boys. It's allowed.
Yeah, the final bit is this has made Spider-Man smile for the first time. After only like 5 minutes earlier, you'd be pondering, I should just kill these two people. Why don't I want to kill these two people? Yeah, so this is like pulled from later in the manga to this point. I think it's the right choice, because I think it will, in both the Spider-Man Batman comparison is going to be clearer now.
It felt it was already going that way anyway, but like we're seeing like it's fun Spider-Man, he's like a threatening figure out there. He's just kind of working as just like a thug for hire for a Yakuza kind of thing. It's just like you haven't got a real job, man. Like you're the same as all the rest of us. You're fucking like way too into this kind of business. You got nothing to do anymore. And it's like he's a threatening monster, man. But it's just like he's kind of like a bum though, which is why he get in the way. I fucking had Batman at point saying, "I got my shit together. I got me a real job after Shocker fucking collapsed. I'm building it back up, baby. What are you doing?"
And as our new character kind of establishes, you can be like a martial arts master and master like one kind of delicious ramen as well. Like you can diversify your portfolio a little bit.
Yeah, and I think it's also to bring him forward, so it sets up the idea that if our heroes properly train, they will stand a better chance against the monsters.
Two of them have done proper training. The other two have just imitated what they saw on TV.
That is true, but also their training is not at the level of Airmaster character training.
No. They're at extreme high human competency levels, not like super powered martial artist levels. Yeah.
Well, Ichiro's training is just he's endured like years of beatings from his sister. He's made his body super tough.
Yeah.
I think it's right to move it here to set things up better for the next bit. Then we've got Trigun Stargaze episode 14, Unforgiven.
Yeah, bit of character dropped at the end of last episode. After all of that, a spaceship crashed in right in front of Hopper's and Catatonic Vash's shack, and it's like this is Jessica from I forget what they were, but
colony ship,
the colony ship, the one that's kind of crashed most of that. We met all of them. They're kind of trying to keep the original kind of the Seeds mission kind of ongoing out here, and they're the ones who were trying to get to send their transmission out to Earth anyway. So everyone's saying, well, that finally paid off, but they're in trouble. Someone's coming in here and shooting the place up, and to send Jessica out to try and find Vash. She's one. He's our only hope. You gotta find him out there. So all you gotta do is follow the GPS tracker in his bionic arm. You'll lead you right to him. She goes in there, crashes in the front garden. Hopper brings her in, and it's whoa. It's like this is like his Eric's, he's Vash, I suppose, but we have been calling him Eric. He's just doing that thing at the piano all the time. It's kind of shaking him and trying to get him out of it, and
it's kind of like the thing of like, come on, Vash, you got to help us. I'm glad to see you, but and it's like, oh, you're going through it right now. We hadn't considered everything that you've been through, and we've kind of put you through partially. And she's like, yeah, kind of feeling bad that she's come running to him when he's clearly having a bad time.
Well, it's they've known him for the longest because they've been raised him, and he's been like alive for years and years and years. And we haven't like always tend to kind of run to you for help, and like everything that you've kind of done to try and like help humanity in the face, but all shows in your body, it's like it's all just busted the fuck. You're the one out there taking bullets for everybody. But Hopper isn't going to let this go. It's because he's seeing something in this girl that reminds him of his own past. Because that's where the Unforgiven bit comes in. It's just he feels like he's more keeping Vash alive and like just waiting for the chance when he's going to snap out of it and make him remember for and saying, "It was you who has caused tragedy of my past." Because we know that's like the city that Vash blew up. There was like a girl that Hopper met on the street. She was just, just kind of despondent and thrown out. Like, we don't know how she got there, but in a bad state, like, ice bandage up, can't see nothing. And he's just like, it does like a dip of fashion. He's like, I'll take care of this person.
He's genuinely trying to take care of her. He's being quite gentle. She's recoiling at a touch because obviously she suffered some kind of abuse. And he's like, I'm just here to feed you porridge and get you back on your feet, that kind of thing. But wouldn't you know it, that was in the city that was blown up.
In July, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's been working all this time, like out in the back garage, or like making his sweet rocket powered gauntlets because he thinks it's the only way it's going to like snap Vash out of this thing. And wherever about him getting his revenge, she sees that this girl needs help. What Jessica does from her problem. So, all right, sundown. I killed the girl, when you and me, meet there behind the hill if you don't want me to do it, unless you're a coward.
Yeah, and he throws him a gun down and just like, I'll meet you out in the thing. Kind of sun goes down and he's kind of like, okay.
Classic Western stuff, yeah.
Bash comes up. It's like a Colt or something like that, like a very basic gun. But
not really like a patch on rocket gauntlets. Put it together. Which I always like this kind of bit in the comments, like he's like his pack comes kind of much later on, so it's kind of brought him back here. But it was like kind of a good way to kind of rather than have the person who kind of found Vash and recuperate him. There's some like well-meaning people who we don't think we ever see again.
Whereas this guy kind of getting him back on his feet for the purpose of revenge, or like you could interpret it both ways, either revenge against Vash or suicide. Like I think he's fine with either happening, essentially, from the way he fights and screams, like
because he's like one of the followers of Knives like originally, and some of them like follow Knives because they believe one thing, humanity sucks, but some of us want to get in because they want to get revenge on Vash Stampede, which is what I see in there. But this gives us a bit more pathos, where he's just like what drives him like to kind of act as like the revenge, sure, but it's also you're seeing like a girl like the one that he knew also in trouble, and like this is a guy who's like has the answer, so he's the guy who can solve it. And so that have a kind of a neat little fight, and the kind of way to have it there is usually like the kind of guys you meet, like, they have some kind of thing where a gun, but not in the way you would normally expect a gun to be. Like, you'll see a guy later on who's part of a saxophone. The saxophone also has got a gun inside, you'll see later on. But why is kind of that fun saying, why don't there was like one dude and he was just like a living bullet?
Or like I guess like a rocket, because he joins like the two gauntlets together, they slot together, and then he's like basically being pulled along by it, but he's like hitting the rockets at different kind of speeds to, not so much turn, but to like launch himself up and then launch himself at Vash repeatedly. Vash is like, I don't want to do it, man. I don't want to kill you. And it's just like, you got to do it. But kind of goads him into shooting into one of the intakes for the rockets.
Yeah.
Which takes him down. But then he's kind of like, you got to finish me off. And he's like, I'm not going to do it. Like, grabs the gun and pulls it close to him and is obviously forcing him to squeeze the trigger. Shoot him right in the heart.
Yeah, but he's like, it's the kind of dude. Like, if you're going to go around and like, this is what Wolf would have thought. If you're going to go around and be this like guy who wants to try and like save everything without taking a human life, you got to like be ready for like when it goes wrong on you. And Also, like, if you're going to, like, you want to save everybody, it means you're going to be responsible for all those lives. So this is kind of the way for now is there. You got this fun day. So it's just like fun. Just finish me off. I've got nothing left to live for. But maybe if you can do something, like, again, for Jessica and for people who reminds me of this girl, that's be good enough for him. So gives him a bit more pathos having it worked in here, like, and then this having the little thing of fun. I'm not gonna, like, kill you until you remember, like, what you were responsible for. And
I'm gonna fight you with full strength, like as Vash says, like, you could have killed me at any time, and it's like that, but that's not what he wanted. I really like Hopper as a character. Like, he's complicated, and it's like, was he actually gonna hurt the little girl? But it's just like, probably not, but we don't know for certain. Like that, like, really interesting guy just to show up at this point to kind of make the stakes as well. Like you said, like, you need to be responsible for the lives that get taken because of your failures as well. Like, yeah.
So it's an interesting one. Like, it's I thought, maybe, like, he'll come back again, like, later on, but no, it's quite good to kind of, like, tie it up in there, and it's like, you kind of, like, it feels a lot more like a Western kind of film then, where this was all, but it doesn't feel very tidy or very clean, but it's done, and you don't have to fun like it or swallow it. But anyway, it's like, that's enough. He's fun. He's back on the case. It's just can't get all the proper gear right now, but we'll, like, I'll throw this, like, red bed sheet over me, and then, like, it's
he's got a red poncho. He still needs a haircut. Still needs a bigger gun, but he'll get there. Yeah, he'll
get there. That's meanwhile, like, then Millie and Meryl just, like, trekking away across the desert, hot on the scoop here. Like, they say there's been a sighting of Vash. Like, maybe we should get out there and see what he's up to. And then they run over Wolfwood. It's like, there's just a man in the road. All this desert, we somehow run over him.
Him comically just flying through the air was. I think they kind of needed the tension breaker, because it would have been a real downer end of an episode otherwise.
I suppose so. Yeah. But I thought, like, hey, where's Wolfwood? Here he is. He's been wandering around, and, like, even all the space, someone ran him over. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good about getting the kind of back in together in now again, and it's a little kind of taster again, because they're going to keep, like, kind of coming back to that point again and again. It's just about, like, Vash is just his vow of pacifism, or his vow of, like, I suppose, not taking any lives. No,
I'm not going to take any lives, but the amount of lives that get destroyed or killed in your wake is still a problem. Yeah.
There's lots of that now and then. I hope it don't, like, do it as kind of. It felt repetitive at times, like in the comic, the kind of way it went. But that's also kind of down to. I think it was a kind of funky translation when I was reading that originally. Kind of fun, like, I found hammering, like, that kind of poem over and over again about, like, if you don't kill this guy, he's just going to come back again worse, and he's going to, like, kill even more people now. So we'll see if they do anything kind of different, to kind of, like, kind of better again with it now. But otherwise, like, it's still, like, I think, like, it's seeing more kind of landscapes and kind of, like, proper, like, action kind of scene here again, which I think this be kind of difficult to kind of pull off, to kind of wild, like, angles. He's, like, Hopper is flying around being a bullet, just, like, bouncing off stuff. It's like, it'd be difficult to kind of do, like, in anything but a CG environment. So get it kind of back into it, and then, like, nice sunsets and vistas again. It's all feeling much more kind of Western trigun-y sort of atmosphere again. So get all the gang back together, and at the next, like, a little bit, it's one I often go back to reading in the comic, because there's some cool action bits in it. So again, I want to see what they can manage with all that. It should be good. Should be good.
Then we've got Digimon Beatbreak, episode 15, Little Courage, in which we check in the Kanoko gang. The leader's got revenge on his mind, so much so that his hate causes him to generate a new Digimon. What's it called? Red Vegiemon?
Red Vegiemon. This one is a bad influence. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about, like, killing baby Digimon. Shut up! You'll do what I tell you to do. If you're a real badass, you'll do this.
Yeah, he's blamed all his woes on the Gold Dawn guys, because
Glowing Dawn.
It's Glowing Dawn. Sorry.
Yes. Late avoid stage name change to avoid that name. Yep.
Glowing Dawn guys because, and I'm like, you were hunting down this guy, but you didn't know he was part of the Glowing Dawn. I was like, yeah, that's on you guys for like picking on weak guys. It's like, now we're out here picking mushrooms and they happen to be driving by and it's like, fuck these guys, and generates a new one. But it's not like Pokemon where you have multiple. I guess you have one at a time, but it's in different states of evolution. I don't know. But he got another one. This one sucks, and these guys are so weak-willed. It's the new leader of the game.
Yeah, I think the what it's intimating is like his first one was like Gekomon, where it's created out of just raw emotions, and this one's created out of just raw negative emotions. And that's why he's ended up with an evil one this time. Because I think this is the first time we properly like see how it happens in this series.
No, we seen it like the dude, the divorced dad. He
fell in he chucked it in the river, and then he got eaten by it. So there's less of like
he said he was dumping all the stuff that his wife got in the divorce in the river, and he's like, it's all garbage, and then a garbage monster comes and eats him, and it's just like it's similar, like the emotion you have is what you get.
Wasn't when Gekomon went kill crazy.
That's true. Yeah.
I love the design of Red Vegemon though. I love his. It's like
sneering face.
Yeah, it's kind of like what's the Ed Roth character?
Oh, like the big fucking
rat Fink's mouth.
Rat Fink, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Right.
Just the way it's designed. Yeah, and I love the performance of him in this. It's just like it reminded me a bit like Also, the design is a bit like reminded me somehow like Cyril Steer as well. Just like the unrepentingly. There's nothing redeemable about this Red Vegemon because his plan is to go and attack baby Digimon.
and also kill the humans, or at least like suck all the life out of them. And saying, like, don't stop there. Fucking like fun, kill them and kill their families. It's just like, I don't know, Red Vegemon, it's a bit extreme. Shut up.
Yes. Here, I'll tear one of the arms off, and you can hit them with it.
Yeah, the constant tearing off of his own arms. Initially, it was like that is kind of that's the more horrific part of it. Other than that, he just seems like a real piece of shit, But
it makes it all the more fun. There's just lots of that happening, and it's just like for whatever reason, like for various reasons, that the Digimon by themselves to mind the babies, and it's like, okay, babies, you want to be like a big strong Digimon like us, you gotta like be brave, even when you don't feel brave. You gotta keep going forward. That's a lesson I learned a long time ago. So the baby ones get brave, and it's kind of fun to see them all, little guys, just like fucking up Red Vegemon for a little while at least. They're all like shooting ice rays at him and breathing fire on him. Like the spikier ones lay the bomb of like a slide to stab him in the ass.
Yes.
I like the way he didn't like comedically go like bounce off of it like Tom and Jerry kind of situation. It's like, no, he got stabbed. He's just straight up got stabbed by those guys. But they are literally babies, so they don't hold them up for very long. We do need to actually get some regular Digimon in on this.
We got to like count on this, like well, maybe it's wrong. I'm about to like fucking like use this spiked arm of my evil Digimon overlord to smash a baby. Like I think this is probably wrong. So we need to kind of change our heart of him to realize that, to give him a chance.
There was also various points where they one guy pretends to be a mushroom delivery guy, or something like that. It's like, I didn't order any mushrooms, and then it's like, quick, release the poison mushrooms, and it's like, okay, now release the antidote mushrooms, and Red Vegemon steals the antidote. I was like, oh no, you got him. Here's your fucking antidote. And I was like, what were you going to do if he didn't get them? It's like, I was going to let him fucking die. That's what I was going to do.
Pipe down, you mugs.
Yeah.
Get the babies over here so we can murder them all.
Eventually, Gekomon gets free, beats Red Vegemon. Red Vegemon's a baby now. They adopt him. They also adopt the Kanoko gang. So the Kanoko gang are going to stay at the secret HQ and look after the babies from here on out.
The other problem is they have been kicked out of the city because they attacked another cleaner group, which is illegal. It's like a cop attacking another cop, I guess. So they have to also hide out from the law. And his evil Digimon is a baby, so I guess it's okay now.
Just gotta raise him right.
Yeah.
Just needs another chance at life.
They do evolve differently if you treat them differently, so maybe he'll turn into a regular nice mushroom again. We'll see.
Priforms is Mushroomon. No, the Mushroomon was the Prior, but then prior to this is, which one is he? He is, I think Tanimon is what he's currently been turned into.
Yeah, when initially, like, puts energy into his new egg, and you see, like, pop out and turn eventually into Vegemon, as you can see, kind of the silhouettes of the other stages as it goes up to it.
Oh,
one is mushroom shaped. One said, "No, stop right there! No, it turned evil. Damn it!
That's RNG, man. What can you do?
Just stop. That's a second earlier would have just had it.
So could turn into Palmon, Mushroomon again, or Floramon, Dino Beamon, or Lalamon, apparently. Dino Beamon seems awfully complicated.
This is also somehow a cyborg. They usually are.
Yeah.
Apparently, it is a mutant-free virus. It is a chimera of a dragon and an insect. It possesses the name Terrible Bee. It is hard to classify its species as either a dragon type or an insect type, according to the wiki.
Which is weird because it came from a mushroom. But yeah, okay.
Like a fungus. It's not even nitrous animals. It's just, it's imitating them, to ward off predators in a natural environment.
I guess a fungus is kind of more like a virus than it is a plant or an animal, but it's weird that it would be a dragon. That's what I'm saying.
It's also a free virus, but most viruses are free because they don't want to get them. And I don't know who pays for a virus, but outside of someone wants to release it as a chemical weapon or biological weapon over an urban populace.
It's a good kind of fun, like Bottle One, the baby episode, babies episode. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's fun to have the Digimon be the main characters. In the episode.
Even if they can only say their name like a Pokemon. In this case, with a lot of the babies.
Leave them alone to mind the house one time and never again.
Then we got Hell's Paradise, episode 15, Reality and Fantasy.
What's worse than having no Tau energy at all is having too much. So when you can't succumb and turn into your Super Monster Man form, you can just get lost in the violence and just even attacking attacking your kid brother who you're meant to be doing this for all to begin with, which makes your kid brother feel guilty upon saying, big bro's going nuts because I'm usually letting him ticks.
It's like the big man said. It's just he does all the fighting for me.
Yeah, that pretty face of yours. You never took a real shot in your life, and it's one saying, "I'm sorry, bro. Oh, you fucking impaling me in a non-vital part of my body, so I can keep on the story. I'm sorry I did all this to you, bro."
But at least it kind of he kind of gets more calm from it, going oh, the reason I was fighting was because it's just me and him, just me and my bro. But stabbing him, that's against my modus operandi. Okay, yeah, I'm going to stop. And the other thing that stops him is our pink-haired teenager. May causes I want to say a landslide or something, definitely some sort of ground collapse or something underneath him. And he's just all right, wait for me, little bro. And he falls into the crevasse. Now she's an adult. Every time she uses her powers, she gets a little older.
Most importantly, it seems to have knocked Gabby Mara out of his stupor, and
yes,
this is he senses something there, there's somebody I was got to get back to, and he almost senses the wife's hand on his shoulder. He shrugs it off and keeps going. That's when May has to just fucking send out a wave of energy and just snap him out of it, and also collapse the cliff. So every guy's kind of regrouped and separated it again. I
like our guys who are inside the walls. We're kind of all right, we're ready to fucking leave. We got our new costumes and let's fucking go. The guys are all right, we're ready to go into the wall.
On the other side, no, we should be waiting for them for and say, oh no, it's been long enough. You gotta press on without them, and maybe hopefully we'll turn into oh, here they are.
Yeah, those guys were gearing up to go past the wall, whereas you guys were gearing up to leave the wall, and it's just oh. Wow, that just worked out for everyone. What a coincidence.
All right. It's geez, is everyone okay? It's whoa, what happened to you? Who didn't make it? Oh, man, it's they're kind of getting up to speed because they're kind of coming from opposite sides of the island now.
Yeah. It's why is that samurai guy under arrest? You have him tied up and shit. And it's oh, fucking long story, but yeah, we'll get there. And obviously, you have to catch up the doctor because it's his best friend, the dude with the glasses.
Yeah,
was killed last
about
season.
him because he was cool because
Yeah.
he had like used his like sword style was like like a fencer like a fucking rapier like Three Musketeers kind of rather than the other styles. Like, oh, he was cool. He was a little dude, but like, you just waiting for him to do something cool, and he did, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
So both sides catching up to the new status quo, writing down, keeping notes, I guess, on who is still alive. Not most people, I guess, maybe half of them, like maybe a little less than half, but still, they got a few guys left.
Well, speaking, I get this Gabby Mara under control here. Like, he's like, he's still not quite right. He's a bit confuzzled and confused. It's like, I don't recognize any of you people because he's always seeing shadows where people normally are. And then Sigiri goes, all right, enough of this. Come here, little fucker, you're fun. No, don't touch me. I was like, no, get on, come on. It's like, so we were kind of like compatible, like a key type. So it's like, if we are, then I should be able to kind of pour my energy into you to like, to restore yours. Fun said, no, I can't do it. Fun said, you're as weak as a kitten, aren't you? It's just like, I'm gonna hold you down. I'm wanting to do this phrase with that, and just like, we're all hanging back, going, are they fucking with this kind of fun? No, it just looks
She's
like
that. She's just straddling him. Don't worry about it.
That's a key component of like the mastery of the Tao arts. This is something like that. It's just like, fun. You little fucker, you always talk back to me, but it's just kind of fun. It's a fun thing they do. I know she knows she's got a wife. So. But
and now he knows he's got a wife. He is fully aware he's a wife guy.
It seems to work. He kind of comes back a little later on and said, Stormgun went crazy back there. So better get this elixir and get out of everyone and said, about the elixir, we've been reliably told by the villains that it doesn't actually exist, and it doesn't exist in a manner that we can actually bring it back or do anything with. So that means we got no way like to get a pardon. So like best we can do is like try and make our way off the island anyway. For one thing, it's just like it's a good point, but got a wife to get back to now, and my best shot is getting this pardon one way or another. So maybe like the way I see it, the only way out is through. So we're gonna keep on pressing on. We find an elixir and it exists, so bring it back to us. But our only way out to this island seems to be like to get through these guys because they aren't gonna stop hunting us down. So we may as well just face off into this. So it's like, aha, yes, the plan's coming together. Group is coming together. And where the hell
older brother he's fallen down the crevasse into a big pile of monsters, which he has fought and eaten. I assume taken a few bites out of as he was going. Unfortunately, one of the boss guys was like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing over here?" So he's in trouble now, basically. Yeah.
I know. Well, he was just kind of keep getting better at it because they didn't expect. Or intend for him to acquire their power. He was meant to be like turned into fucking ambrosia there, but nope, he's like going out there and he's kind of he's found the gears to get the Super Monster Man form without out there even teaching him. So like, hey, and I think they kind of like they fight a bit, but then just go, this guy's got some potential, he's got some aspirations, or maybe we should try and win him over to the fold because he's completely amoral and will do anything to achieve his aims. So he's gonna stab us in the back, but maybe he won't stab us in the back. Maybe he won't do that.
Yeah, still good. Still a lot of good fighting kind of stuff, and still weird, which is the thing I like about the show. As they're kind of getting further into the compound, the kind of like the eerie this landscapes they're kind of really sitting in, and you see this weird amalgamation of styles. For one thing, this seems like an old ancient China, and it seems like a little Japanese. It seems a little fucking like Indonesian or something. It's kind of this weird melange of cultures, which I pointed out before. I was saying, it's just meant to be a Buddhist thing. Is it a Shinto god? Is something else entirely? It's this kind of amalgamation of ideas.
It's mess of stuff. Yeah.
I know one of the things of the two groups kind of coming together is I realized kind of how weird the entire situation is. You one going was like, holy shit, she's an adult now? That's weird. And also the guy going like, holy shit, is that a talking tree head? Because I was like, oh, I'm so used to the tree head guy. I was just like, oh yeah, I'm used to him. But the other characters are like, cool, I want to dissect him, says the doctor.
I've got as well your man at the blind swordsman. He's like a fiend for making puns. He's this
yes.
God. He's taking it up, man. So many pun opportunities opportunities in here. I probably shouldn't, go full on with it.
Wouldn't be the mood.
I mean, it's me for the first time. I don't want to put you off. It's just like very socially awkward, like blind, like master swordsman.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So they're a fun bunch. So that's getting back together again, and it's like, now it's the biggest plan of Amnesia storylines, no matter how brief they were. So like Gabby Maru fucking back to his senses again is better.
Then we've got You and I Are Polar Opposites, episode 2, First Date, in which our couple are going on their first date. That's the bulk of the episode. But we start off with Miyu inside her own head again. She's been reading up about how to be a girlfriend, which is
the top 10 things to do on a date, like top 10 girlfriend fucking list, like
asking
random
questions.
fucking list.
I will be interested in his life and his hobbies.
Yeah, and like how to be a
don't
good
make
girl,
it all about you. It's just like I've done none of these things right. Oh, I'm always thinking it about me.
Don't badger him. Don't ask him nonsense questions that he wouldn't give a fuck about. It's like, oh my god, that's the entire way I've been interacting with him up to this point. It's like, yeah, but you're going out now, so you're good. Like, she's already in is the thing she hasn't figured out, but
yeah, I do like the gag of her saying, "I'm going to become the ultimate girlfriend," and the other friends are like, "What do you think this is, a Shonen Jump comic?"
Good stuff.
And then the payoff at the end of the episode of her assuming that she has. I am the ultimate girlfriend. I did it.
I talked to him.
Yeah. But they end up going out, and again, I really like it that we barely get inside Tanny's head.
You get glimpses, and you get enough of it to know that he is actually probably socially awkward in exactly the same way she is, but he's less wordy about it. Like, it's the only thing, inside and outside. Like,
they express their awkwardness differently. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
It kind of feels like when his father stoned me for and saying, "I'm fine, yeah." And he's genuinely fine. He's not like, he's not unhappy with the place. He's just like, I'm fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine wherever we're doing. As long as I spend time with you. No, I'm trying something new today, and I could have done that myself, and it would have been fine. But I think it was more fun spending time with you.
They have the burger. She's like initially she can't. She feels like she can't tuck into it, like get really messy with it. And he's like, just enjoy the burger, man. Like, and she's like, okay, I fucking will. Go see a movie. Not the kind of movie he would have been into, but he liked it. And I like the way they enjoyed different aspects. Like, he remembered every character's name and motivation, but he didn't get the subtler hints towards the
like, what was the name of your man, like, who did Thing and with a wife on saying, did he even watch me at all? Yeah, but like, it was like at the end there, when at the set, like, there was like a place set at the table for everybody upon saying, oh, they're going to make it through okay, actually, upon saying, it's like, wow, I didn't think about that way. I was like, oh, Tanny, didn't you even watch the movie? And it's like, oh, already having your cute little thing together. It's lovely.
Yes, but also he was spending a lot of the time watching the movie, watching her watch the movie, because
he was enjoying her emotional journey through the movie.
Yes,
which is a fun way to watch things with other people, not to be watching their reaction, but to be enjoying their enjoyment of it.
Yeah, because this is one of the few bits of internal monologue we get from him is when she says, "Oh, I cried a little bit at the film," and she's like, "A little bit."
She had to reapply her makeup after. Like, a lot.
I forgot the name of the film. This used to go in the show within a show list that I'm making.
Oh, yeah. Like the Sorceress and the Yeti or something like that.
It's and I like how there's like it ends with the sort of Yeti-like creature peeling back the credits to wave to indicate there could be a sequel, and then him showing up at the end of the credits of this actual show you're watching to do the same. But yeah, they get home. I like the recurrence.
But when they were about to like split off, where their route home is the same except where they split off, and it was like, can we hang out a little longer, kind of thing. And it's like, that was nice. Like, a lot of little really nice moments of they wanted to go on a little longer.
Walking, hold hands, like, a cute panda shirt. Like pandas? Oh yeah, pandas are great. Who like pandas?
And we get his explanation of how much he enjoyed it, and that's when she then goes into the wonderful reverie. We've had lots of the sort of rubber tube animation already, but then we get like full blown of her in an absolute joy that the date's gone so well, and that she is in fact the ultimate girlfriend. It's the panda thing is what sets her off, isn't it? He says because he's like, oh, really?
She's learned information about him
really
of what.
Cute.
And yeah, you're right. The rubber hose limbs kind of thing. It was so Western. I like it was it one of the animators or something like that? They worked on the Scott Pilgrim thing because I was getting very like Western kind of vibes from it. Really, really nice, and I could see why they use that as a placeholder image because it's like it's a good looking show though. Yeah.
But I've been trying to get all day as well, and she's just like so conscious about this. It's like like a photo of like us together and saying, yeah, just don't do that face you always do when we take photos of it. And I won't. No, it'll be nice. It'll be good. And like if somebody can't miss opportunity for we'll do it now together. And like it's a cute little selfie, just the two of us on the walk home. It'd be nice. It's like that'd be all little photo together. She's doing the face again. It's just a weird.
And especially as like you get the setup for the photo, her going home like as a beaming ball of light. Yes. She's so fucking excited, like lighting up her fucking house. That's a great visual. And then getting into bed, it's like I gotta check out the photo. And then goes back into depression immediately. It's like I look like shit. Good stuff.
Yes, I like that we got like a little bit more of the friends' personalities at the start as well to set them up a bit more clearly.
Like your man coming to meet him and kind of like being like really friendly to him. It's like, hey, you guys are going out, and he's like, oh, I was going to keep it quiet. It's like, I mean, like she said she loved you in the middle class. She's like, she said that, huh? And it's like, yeah, but we're friends now. Here, have some sweets, that kind of, which he uses to great effect later on to give his now girlfriend a sweet. So he's been a real good wingman without even knowing it.
It looks from like the opening too, it'll be also a good deal about the rest of those classes, and we can kind of just try like rip an effect, or like, oh, Dave might want to like do this and this. So we kind of bouncing off their progress against like the main two, and
there's
lots of full opposites.
A lot of comments of people going, "When's Tyra going to show up? When are we going to get to Tyra? It's all about Tyra." So I assume there's a character called Tyra who everybody loves. I like that because when the suite comes out, I like the vocal performance because she's done her voice in, and she's like, "Oh, I sound very gravelly. I better be great singing." And he's searching around for his suite, and then when he turns around, she's got this microphone and stand ready to do some singing, as if which don't exist clearly in the reality of the world. But as like a cutaway gag, I really enjoyed this, and like I said, the animation, so much fun. They even make a joke of her. They say that she has all these wild expressions to avoid doing the smile that makes her look stupid in photos. Their friends go, "That's why you're making all those faces all the time, because you don't want to do this smile that makes you look weird."
Again, even her friends do understand to some extent her performative extrovertedness. She is an extrovert, but she performs more so than she's capable of, to the point where she needs to take a break sometimes.
Frequently, like flipping into it's sort of pink monster girl, like kind of simplified form of that, when she gets very amped up.
Or like a bear shape, she just becomes an outline of a bear because of the bunches.
I suppose like that too. Yeah,
which I guess is to tie with she's wearing the panda t-shirt. There's other panda imagery as well. It's like the wind. God, what are they called now? The thing which shows you which direction the wind is.
Weather vane.
Weather vane. Yeah. That's the phrase that I should know, but I'm getting old.
Actually, Terry's always wearing black and white, like either a school uniform or his like casual clothes, always like black trousers, white shirt.
Which, if he showed up to that in school, no one would notice. Like that he was wearing basically completely different things.
The shoes are all wrong, Dwayne. This sets the whole outfit off.
A lot of good. I think this is the thing I'm enjoying the most this season. Maybe not. Maybe it's Golden Kamuy. We'll get to that shortly.
Ooh, that's tough. Yeah.
My Hero Academia Vigilantes Season 2, Episode 3, Public and Private. This episode contains a lot of the stuff that made me go, this is so much better than My Hero Academia.
I remember this being the point where I was like really locked in. I was like, this is fucking good shit. This is good world building. It's good characterization. It's just solid all around.
There's like kind of my stock example of like, this is like it actually examines like, What is it actually like for like a mutant monster person to live in a superhero society? Not as simple as you think.
There was an old. It reminded me of this from years back. There was a bunch of trading cards that were, I think they were like Wolverine and Wolverine enemy themed, but for some reason Razor Fist got one because I guess he fought Wolverine at some point. Anyway, and it was like commentary by the characters on the back of the cards or something. And it was Razor Fist is like, you don't know what my life is like, man. I can't even shower. And I was kind of thinking of that when I first read the My Hero Academia thing about the Mantis Man going like, I got shit in the bath. It's just like, well, I mean, like you have a huge abdomen, so that makes sense that you would.
You can't fit in this house no more. You know, this is a complete like fun. Like, where's my fun superhero? Like, save me from this, huh?
He's waiting for the superhuman disability to come in because he like when he got home after getting out of jail because he didn't do any crimes. He was forcibly injected with drugs. He gets home, is like, I don't fit in my apartment anymore. Fuck. So he's basically hanging out in the Kamen Riders, the Hoppers.
Well, it'll become a cafe.
It's not a cafe. Eraserhead is treating it as a cafe, and that's going to be important for later. But at the moment, I think they're selling like secondhand, like homeware kind of stuff.
Yes, yeah, they've got a warehouse, which is specifically he's living in the warehouse, but he's hanging out here. Yeah. It's like the key of like him because he obviously this is his new form because he's
permanently mutated now.
He's like he wants to sort of speak out about it, and all the other guys are kind of you stop whining so much, but he's like he stands up for himself in the face of them saying, "Oh, you're just complaining," and that's the thing I really like. I was like,
this guy has a new disability of being a giant mantis, and he's right to fucking complain about it. This is society's problem, and society should fucking step up to take care of people who have physical disabilities.
Yes.
So weird takes, giant mantis. But
there's just like a throwaway line. You can go and stay in the home for people with difficult problems. It's like, no, I want to live in society. It's so well done compared to how it's handled late in the day in the original comic.
A chapter goes like, oh, by the way, racism exists. It's like, yeah, okay. I mean, it'd be nice if you established that earlier as opposed to towards the end, My Hero Academia. But Vigilantes established disabilities and disabled.
What we're saving the world here, I'm solving all problems. Let's get racism just tidy it away where we're at us,
Yeah. Whereas this was like doing it really early on, and it's just like this guy was like a throwaway villain of the week, and he's just going to be around now. He lives in the neighborhood. We're going to have to deal with him. He's going to need like access to a place where a giant mantis can fit inside. That's great. I love that.
And the fact that it like ties into the rest of most of the episode, where it's all to do with sort of following Naomasa, the older brother, around and sort of his relationship with All Might and his sister and Eraserhead and like our heroes and their reluctance to, are they vigilantes? What's Pop doing? Is she's just using her quirk in relation to her career, or is she doing some sort of illegal superheroing as well? Yeah, and then the gag about the bath salts.
That's so good because it's set up early on as well with All Might meets him up at an All Might themed family restaurant called Mighty or something like that. And like maybe because he gets a coupon, I don't know, but like he's not doing it to promote anything. He's there and he's withered form. So he shows up and is like, "Oh man, sorry, I had to go save some." What was he fighting? He was fighting a giant tofu. Yeah, giant local fucking famous things, basically.
That's basically giant ingredients to make Goya champuru with.
Yeah. That was it. Ate the
Thank you, Okinawans. I will be enjoy
so
your massive
he's like,
meal.
sorry, I'm late. I was just in Okinawa fighting giant Okinawan food. Here I was given this gift bag by someone, so like I don't want to be paid for it. I don't do it for the money kind of thing. I'm literally here because he probably gets a coupon being themed around him. It's like, is it okay for me to give you this? Is this like a bribe or something like? And it's like, no, man. I also got you something when I was on holiday. Things. So they're like, oh, that's nice. It's got some nice soap in there. You can give that to your sister. But when he tries to give it to his sister, she acts like a shit and talks about it's like, I don't need to do what fucking you tell me to do. Actually, she wasn't using it to fight crime or anything. She's just doing it as part of her act, and she's legitimate now. Also, I won't reveal my clients' intel because they're private individuals, and I have the right to that. But if I am ever in trouble, I'll call you then. He's like, fine, I'm fucking taking the bath salts. And then he smells great for the rest of the episode, and everyone comments on it.
Yeah, it's also his dialogue to the sisters. You can tell he's like having to choose his words carefully, so she can't use his power on him to find out about his relationship with all.
He's not giving. He's trying to ask her to do things, but she's asking him things which he cannot give a straight answer to.
Yes. Or he's having to like tell the truth in like the most vague way possible.
Well, that's as probably you grow up and you're still living with like your cop brother. I think rapport comes about. Where it's like we're at home, you're off duty, but you can't ever turn the cop off of you. Right? You know, every little thing I do, asking is she doing something illegal out there because she's a bit of a chancer, a bit of a wheeler dealer. I know how you get, Makoto.
But just like the Mantis guy's reacting is like, oh my God, someone smells amazing. And he's like, I'm like when he's going working with the cop, the cat-headed cop, which again, he's just got a cat head. He's like, oh my God, you smell fantastic. And his chief is like, hey, did you get a girlfriend? He's like, shut the fuck up. Everyone shut the fuck up.
I mean, his meeting with All Might does feel a lot like a date as well. The fact that like
people are kind of reacting because All Might initially shouts, and it's very cute.
Person who's known the longest is not his sister. Yes. Yeah, I guess that's All Might.
Yeah.
And then we get a little coda of because they're discussing the powers that the Scarred Man has and how they're very similar to O'Clock, a hero who from the previous generation who went missing.
This is the cop and Eraserhead pretending that the fucking Mantis guy's shop is a cafe so they can meet there, and it's like, but there's no cafe in this area, so we just came here to have a cup of coffee. And your man's going over the thing of when heroes with similar powers come up, right? There's a couple of reasons. One, they can be passed down genetically. We've established that in My Hero Academia and that kind of shit. That's fine. Two, sometimes you get a guy with similar powers. So, like, if you had super strength, you train under someone with super strength, because that makes sense, because he'd show you, like, okay, here's how to use that properly, that kind of thing. So it could be like someone related to him or someone he trained, but O'Clock retired a couple of years ago, so we'd have to like dig up the records on him, that kind of thing. And he went to be a private individual. A lot of people retire. I was like, I'm a super speedster, but I'm getting old. I'm getting out of the game, and you take the mask off, and then you can have a private life. And again, in the title of public and private, it all really ties together so well.
Yeah, and then we get the Scarred Man talking to All for One, and All for One's like, "Hey, why don't you use your thing to do your powers to do some more crimes?" And he's like, "I don't know, that would be in keeping with my master." And we see the big poster of O'Clock that he's got.
And even he's suggesting, he's like, "Dude, use a gun like you did the last day. That worked really fucking good."
And then we contrast that with Koichi showing off his new moves to Pop and taking out the windows, and Pop going,
"Why we don't do it inside the house?"
Look, we've got this pinboard for a reason. It says, "Don't do what master, don't be like the master." And I was like, okay, yeah, why did I pick this up in the comic? It's because they say master in both scenes. I was like, this is more obvious than I noticed in the comic.
Learning the right lessons and learning the wrong lessons, or learning the right lessons from the wrong example, I suppose. Yeah,
and the repetition of the word master. It's like, okay, yeah, I get it. I hadn't realised it's sort of explained this early. But love this episode. I saw loads of people going, "Oh, this is filler," and I'm like, no, this is not filler.
You're not watching it.
This is setting up what the fucking, not setting up. This is like it just spelling out what the show is about in a really well done, good way. Like I said, those scenes really connect so well together. Like all the various parts. Just it's a really, it works so well as a moving parts machine. Like I don't know, it's so well. This is the filler. Get fucked.
Just something here is just like, beside whatever plot things is getting forward with the Scarred Men, it's just, if you're gonna look at how like this general superhero society like runs with everyday person, it's not gonna be a big bombastic fucking action thing like. That's the big public thing. Like, we're all wowed by when All Might comes and saves Okinawa from attack by giant tofu, but like the rest of the kind of time is we're trying to look at how this whole thing works. It's usually got a very low key, kind of complacent thing, which is what has happened with the society. But saying, superheroes are real and they exist. We'll take care of all our problems, except we have all of our problems still. In fact, the divisions are actually even worse now. We just kind of fell into this.
And the closest thing to like actiony sequences we kind of get is isn't it? Yeah, it's him defending a bunch of Mecha Godzillas judo Mecha Godzillas have shown up to a high school like trying to get a date.
We're also perverts. They're always perverts, like
they're always
as well.
Perverts.
With these guys,
it's too much testosterone, man. It's just like you guys need to calm the fuck down from your judo club a little bit. Just like I don't know. Get to know him. Ask him out. You know.
Yeah, in the comic they were, because I was like, I remember this scene, but something seems off, and I looked it up. It's like they were from Mazinger High in the comic, and they were Mazinger.
Okay.
And so forth. Whereas these are they 3 Mechagodzillas? And I just didn't look. I can't remember what the other guy is. It's like
I think it's like Mogura, like that mole robot
Yeah.
from Ultra Q, or it's Ultra Man related. Yeah.
I mean, like, they all have missile fingers is the thing that unites them, and they all do earn the judo club. I guess is the other thing that unites them, and they're all perverts.
I think they all had rocket punches in the comic because they were from Mazinger High. Yeah,
but that's how Koichi learns. He's like, wait, I can stick and deflect at the same time. So if I stick to the ground, I can deflect real hard from my hands, and then like shoot like a thing, which just like
again might be his mother's fault, because like he was always worried about that, and they would say, "Koichi, what are you doing? You're throwing him off, woman. You're from stunting his development."
Yeah, he didn't actually have to. He doesn't have to have 3 points of thing to activate his powers. It's just like every now and again he started slipping on his own feet, and his mom started giving out to him, presumably slapping him from a distance, giving him a complex about it, like you said.
Yeah, fun stuff. Then we've got Golden Kamuy episode 52, Tokushirou-san's number 1, and then I have to be careful remembering which things happened in this episode and which things happened in the next episode that I had to go and watch immediately because of the scene.
I sat down at the end of this one because this episode is it's so fucking good, and so much happens in it, and there's such a variance of like comedy to extreme violence to comedy again to extreme violence again. It flips a bunch in a way that's so like masterfully done. It's really nice.
I've forgotten how hard Jack the Ripper fucking buys it.
But he deserves it. Like that's the thing. It's like fuck this guy.
He's cornered the surfer, and he's like making weeping at the phone, saying, "Oh, you are like the Virgin Holy Mother to me as well." I wonder that she's being real creepo.
He's talking about the Okinawan, the Ainu thing of like this specific island where women can get pregnant by wind blowing up their butts, and he's like, "Is it true?" And so I could be born from a virgin, and she's like, "Nah, my dad told me that's bullshit. I was born from my mom and dad loving each other." And he's like, "Ugh, gross. That's what my prostitute mom says. But I fucking killed her along with a bunch of other prostitutes, and that's why I gotta make the world pure and clean." And it's like, all right, Sugimoto's like, "All right, shut the fuck up. You're getting
I'm
dead.
gonna fucking kill you super hard." Which I felt again as this like. It's an all violence, and it's kind of the narrative has changed a bit. They're like, it's like Jack the Ripper 2, Jack the Ripper this. It's just like, but he kills loads of women. No one talks about them anymore. So it's just like, no, it's not that fascinating. He was just a creep, and we're glad you're dead, and glad you're super dead, because they're going to tear out your intestines, strangle you with them, then kick you out a window.
No, there's such tear out your intestines, strangle him, would you? Slap your face into a fucking wall, drag your face along the fucking wall, stab you in one hand, shoot you through another fucking hand. Like he really fucks him up. I think he slices his throat open before kicking him through a window as well.
And then the coup de grace is that when Uchiyama phone saying, "All women are angels in me, you creep," and this caves his head and just boots it down.
Yeah, all women are queens. He just gets his head fucking crushed like a fucking bug, basically. And
that's like him dealt with it, saying, "You're like a non-entity. Well, I want to use you for your worthless skin, you piece of shit."
Yeah. And speaking of worthful/worthless skin, our tattooed creep, the most tattooed of the lot of them, has climbed.
Heiji.
Yes, yeah, because we've also got mirroring the discussion with Jack the Ripper. Is we have Usami assaulting Kadokura and taking his skins off him, and then getting into a fight with Ogata.
Because it does open with him getting pressed against the wall by him, and then he pulls it, he starts squeezing his belly, rips his clothes off, starts slapping his ass, and this is before Sugimoto really fucks up Jack the Ripper. Yes. And it was just that's really funny.
Yes, because
it's like there's a weird just like atmosphere of sexual assault going on.
Yes, you get that. Then you get the bulk of the Jack the Ripper stuff. Then you get Usami versus Ogata, which leads to him insulting Ogata as son of a prostitute, which is then the thing that is going to make Ogata has the chance to kill Sugimoto and kills Usami instead because it's personal.
That fucking thing of like even the thing of him with Usami, like go on, take your fucking gun up, see if you can load it fast, and I can fucking gut you. And like he's just like, but I have a bullet in my mouth, kind of thing, and I can shoot backwards. But even like him lining up the shots, like he's ran behind the wall on a horse, and then he shoots through a window where Sugimoto he could have taken the shot, but he shoots through another window to get him. And I was thinking like Sniper Elite kind of fucking shit. Like that's what I was gonna get from the
Well, that's what he says for saying, "Thanks, Sammy, I'm a sniper again." Haha! Whoops! Oh, that glass eye. Put it back in there.
Yeah, one eye's all a sniper needs, really. So you're good.
Again, the bullet in the mouth, emphasizing his kind of cat-like qualities. Like, no, where'd you eat that? Spit it out of your mouth right now. Put it away.
And then Usami's body falling into Tsurumi's arms, and then we get the recreation of Michelangelo's
Pieta.
With this guy dying.
The other thing is the contrast where they're wrestling fighting initially before he starts to run away to get Tsurumi. Is the thing he's saying about like Ogata kind of says something along the lines of Tsurumi will let you know how he feels about you because he won't like look you in the eye, like look to where he's looking, kind of thing. But as he's dying in his arms, like it's the weird kind of romantic thing that this fucking show does. It's like, hey, everything okay? It's like, I got him for you, boss. Like everything's okay. And he's like, oh, you're dying. Like I'm gonna eat one of your fingers and go like, part of you will be part of me forever. You'll always be my number one. And he's like, he's being sincere. He's like giving everything that he would have wanted to hear as he's dying. And it was just like, oh, so he's actually being kind to him? Like it's nearly unexpected and nearly the opposite of what Ogata does.
There's nobody who he may have respected what he'd done, but he still like used you in the end.
Yeah, and like, he still made him feel good as he was dying, which was nearly a kindness. Which again, like Ogata, I wouldn't have expected from him.
No, but like
he's still a piece of shit. Don't get me wrong. Like,
I'm not even sure even Tsurumi knows it there. I mean, probably one does one saying it's like, I'm just gonna like bite into your finger. No, it'll be our little secret. No, and it was kind of the same place in me as like my wife and child. But I'm also using their memory as justification for my revenge. So I'm just while that this might be like some way a sincere like a sentiment I have for you, I'm still using your memory and your sacrifice. Because in front of all the boys, he goes, "Oh, a brave soldier here. He's like fought long and hard. He's like
Like
honor his memory, man."
To rile up the men, but then he did have a rousing speech to get them. Yeah, no, it's absolutely like. But I think he's even in his own head. I think he thinks he's being sincere, which I didn't even expect him to act pretend sincere.
The thing which hangs over is sincerity, because it's a different lie for every guy.
Yeah, that's true as well.
It's the way he's seduced Koito is the most complicated way that then casts suspicion over any sincerity on any of the other lies he's used to seduce his men into believing in him.
That's what Tsukishima is doubting right now, because Koito seems like, no, I'm out with this guy. He'll say anything anybody gets his way upon, saying he better not be fucking lying about that. If he was lying about that, what he said to me, I'm going to kill him myself.
But what I'm saying is I just really like the way that scene was depicted in comparison to how Ogata thought it would have went down in that exact situation. Like it was just like, it's really well done.
Well, that's how Ogata does not compute if one said everybody kills. Every makes a reason why they kill. Everyone does it. It's like, and when he doesn't encounter that, it's like it does not compute. He can't like perceive anybody not acting the way he would. You say he's not programmed that way.
Yeah, and obviously there's other things going on from Ogata, given what we get at the end of the episode.
Well, he's haunted by ghosts. His dead brother.
Oh no, not even that. Like there's other shit on top of that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
that's the last shot, which is like that's so good to make you go, hold on a fucking second.
Yes.
Dear.
Yeah, so then we get your tattooed guy climbing onto the top of the chimney.
Smokestack. Yeah.
Going, get a load of this. I've fucked you all up. I've ruined the tattoo.
I've tattooed over the tattoo. Now no one will get the gold. Everyone, show me your disappointed faces. And everyone just like looks the fuck away, going like, fuck that. And he's like, what? Well, no, you guys have to be honest. Like, we all know you don't need all the fucking skins. It's just to have more skins to solve the code than the other guy. Like, to win. Like, you just need enough to solve it. It's not a map or anything, dude. It's
we have so many clues now. We know what the goal is made from. We can kind of narrow it down to can only have come from this part of a Kaido. So, like, no, this is somewhere in here. We're just going to narrow it down. That's all good.
Well,
we're good.
Actually, I say they have 3 more bits to get. By the end of this episode, they have all 3 accounted for. Like, there's no more skins after this. It'll just be figuring it out and the chase, I guess. Yeah.
Fucking Katakura, as always.
But, like, just him being like, oh, what the fuck? I'm supposed to disappoint all of you, but now I'm the one disappointed. And he's like, oh, well, he nearly falls into the fucking thing. His thing of, like, falling to his death, seeing his reflection, seeing his own dad's disappointed face and his disappointed face at not being disappointed to everyone, and he's like, haha, and then he gets decapitated by a fucking bit of building. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Again, I got another second shade of gas what was coming from.
Yeah.
Then meanwhile, Katakura, Usurper, and Sugimoto are trying to escape the factory that's now on fire.
He's got
Katakura's
like,
shirt is wet and is this.
You got
what's that on your back, Katakura? It's like, oh yeah, fucking noperable. Like, you know, he was trying to do me real quick, but he couldn't finish it. But you know, it's mostly there. It's the last one he ever did, so it probably.
So even his bad luck is like he's got the last tattoo, which is half fucking finished. Like that's his bad luck coming into play as well. I was like, that's so good. It's like we've got all the things accounted for, and they're like, yeah, we can't get in there to rescue them, but Boruto, the pirate, remember he can hold his breath. I'm not sure how the web fingers come into play for walking into a flaming
when you're a merman,
building,
it all goes close in it. I mean, if you can kind of like wave the smoke away from yourself.
That's maybe, yeah. But just him doing his like breathing thing, I'm going like getting filling up his lungs and just walking in. I'll get you guys out, and that's oh no, that's not where we end the episode, but that is to take place next episode.
The episode there was like Kakuta turns around the corner inside the factory. Ogata appears the other end of the hallway. They're going to draw down each other, right? But it's like, no, they keep walking and they walk straight past each other.
That's so good, man.
I didn't know you two were tight.
Yeah. This is a fucking excellent episode. Just really, really good.
It really helps how the speed at which they go through the manga material makes everything just like pop really well. There's no dawdling here because it's final seasons in the title. We've got to get to the end of the story.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, it wasn't even at the stage kind of barreling out what you aren't streaming with and saying, "Go all the skin." It's like, we're going to try to miss you for and saying, yeah, but it's fine. We got more or less like all put together right here. That's more kind of about settling scores really than about finding the goal. It feels like most of the time.
Yeah, no more wildlife chapters for them to skip. So it's all go now. The more fun. Because we get the funnest thing next week. My favourite scene in the entire comic.
What I'm thinking of is great. Well, it kind of needs something a little bit kind of like lighter as well, because then it gets into like harrowing like revelation of like the tragedy that this all rests upon to everybody who maybe not needs to hear it but has to hear it.
Then we got Hell Teacher, Nube, the Yuki-onna returns, of which I think Dwayne's the only one who's watched this, episode 16. So keep it brief, I think.
Yuki-onna returns. It's a little horny, but also she turns into a snowman while being naked. I need new monsters. That's the thing. I'm kind of like I was glazing over on this one a little bit because I'm like, show me the new things, like, because it's kind of just harkening back to stuff we've seen before, like this character kind of going back into it. I don't know. We might have to drop it just since I'm the only one who watched it as well.
Yeah, well, I've watched next week's episode because I was interested in the monster design.
Okay. If there's a new monster coming, that's.
No, I don't dislike it. It's on YouTube, and I forget. Oh yeah, I got a YouTube thing, and then by the time I get around to that episode, it's like, oh, it's already rolled ahead because I stepped on it. Oh.
You only get it for a week. Jujutsu Kaisen episode 51, Perfect Preparation. There are some weirdos who don't like this episode. I think.
Well, it's a complete rebound from last week. Where like all that talking with the pendulum swings back all the way to the other direction.
Yeah, and that's also, what I really liked about it. It's a complete inversion of like fucking flowcharts.
And also, I think people have forgotten that it is this point at which the manga starts to fall apart. In terms of
this chapter was actually really unfinished, but it actually looked good for being unfinished. I will say, like I did enjoy that version of it.
And then like the last chapter of what's covered here is like only half a chapter. It's like very abbreviated. It looks it works, but it is definitely the point at which the schedule is proving difficult and. Sort of there's shortcuts and things get abbreviated, of which this gives it a chance to pull it out and explore it, and so we just get the entire it's the Maki returning home
and killing everybody in her family. All the bastards anyway.
The setup at the start is kind of like her
apart from the literal bastard. She's the head of the clan now, but
it's her talking to your man about like, I don't want to be head of the clan. She's like, no, dude, do this for me because that means I get to fucking walk in there like a boss and go like, I'm here to collect all your bullshit because the boss said I could have it, and it's an excuse for her to go there and fuck everything up basically. So that's
they pushed her to it.
That's her only like the comedy bit at the start where he's kind of reacting. He's like, yeah, okay, I'll be the boss of the clan. That's fine. And her kind of showing up and going like, nearly kicking in the vault door, going like, I'm here to collect all the shit. And that's her dad in there as well, isn't it?
Her uncle.
Or uncle, sorry. I always forget which of the guys is her dad and kind of thing. But yeah, he's got
or is that her dad's? No, maybe it's her dad because
she has the line of like, you're a kind of piece of shit who'd kill his own kids kind of thing.
She does kill her uncle as well. That's later in the episode.
Yeah, no, she'll get there. But it's the kind of thing of like him going like to show his loyalty to the jiu-jitsu fucking society organization kind of shit. I'm going to kill my own kids, making me look like the good guy through pure fucking logic. And their plan is to obviously kill the guy who's currently the head of the clan, so it'll automatically fall to us as the next inheritor. So, and we're going to kill Yuji, and we're going to kill all of them. Basically, that's our evil plan, just to get them. But unfortunately, they haven't accounted for a very angry young woman showing up. But she hasn't accounted for that. Her dad's sword isn't the sword. He's got like I don't want to call it a lightsaber. It just kind of looks like that. It's
ghost laser sword.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not a fucking swordsman. I'm a sorcerer, idiot. You thought you broke my sword, but I just have like spirit sword now, and now I'm going to leave you and your sister in this thing full of level 2 fucking curses, and they're going to eat you. Bye. And then she has a moment with her sister in, I guess, like a beach space, dream space where they were young.
Look,
Maggie, I like that. That was nice.
Listen up. I'm not going to make it. No, I'm not going to make it. Look, it was due from the start because they say twins born into the Sorcerer Society, they're bad luck because it seems like it's kind of power divided amongst two different things. Like one should not be.
I got a really good power that is very minor. I can make like a little thing, and you got no powers, but you got fucking hench as shit. And I couldn't live up to your hench as shit, and we're kind of holding each other back because no matter how much you train, no matter how much I fucking get used to my ability, the other half of you isn't there. So when I die, you're going to be like clean and free to just grow beyond where you're at. I'm holding you back, basically, is the way she's looking at it.
Yeah, I like
a bit more heartfelt, to get more time.
But it's a lot more heartfelt than that. It's really well done. It's a great emotion.
That's what I mean. I hear about this feels like that this moment has like a bit more a genuine weight to it too. And particularly as well, haven't seen mine forever because I was back in that inter-school bit She had a cool thing. Oh, she can make it a seventh bullet for her revolver. That's her power.
She can make matter, but like just a little bit.
But not seeing her since, it's just I want this. It's probably a lot. They could have gone after here, but how the Source Society seems to be fuck up these kids. But we'll take what we can get. It's one of the many things that doesn't seem to be time for exploring in the comic.
Well, the character-wise, she explains it that that she's got, because they're twins, she's got the power, but she doesn't have any ambition to develop that power, whereas Maki had the ambition
to move beyond not having a power.
And that's why she's the one sacrificing herself to save Maki here, by essentially giving the power to Maki, which she then uses to make her body incredibly strong, and also gets a magic sword out of the deal as well.
I'll make it one more thing: magic sword. And it's like, oh fuck, because the dad kind of turned around and was like, wait a minute, all those spirits' fucking energy is gone. What the fuck? Is like, I'm gonna get you now, daughter. And like he's immediately dead. Like he's just straight like. Didn't last any time.
I think the thing I really like here is you get a lot of the explanation of like, it's this Jujutsu society, it's the twins, and then just to make sure it's actually just plain ordinary everyday misogyny, by having the mother kill the cousin.
No,
at the end, and I think that's the bit at the end, which
that's so good. Like
shows that I think that's the bit by having the mum do that as she's dying to kill the worst person out of this family.
It wasn't even that this daughter got all the powers and this daughter got all the strength. Like it was the idea that they were only going to ever be incubators for the next generation of guys. Like even the first entire room of fighter Kill Bill unpowered guys in the family, which is basically like, if you don't have powers, you're trained in martial arts. Like she was trained among these guys, and now she's going to kill every single fucking one of them. I was just like, yeah, if you don't have powers, you're on the lowest totem pole. But if you're a woman, oh boy, you're even lower than fucking that.
Is not like Maki's situation is that she's under heavenly restriction, where like there was like a kind of like some kind of pact made where you don't get any like sorcerer power, but you do get like prodigious like physical ability.
I think it's a thing similar to Yuji, who didn't have powers initially, but was fucking hench as shit. Like it's kind of that type.
But the more point out that you're like, and it's kind of as well as this like whatever about the misogyny as well as also that like social society looks down on like those who have powers and those who don't, because remember it's the same as Toji's and the notorious like fucking like sorcerer killer like who's the same thing going on. And now remember what happened? You look down on him, you're a little child, and you kind of walk by and he just fucking this guy was like he's got no powers, he's just a punk, and you saw he's the scariest man you've ever seen in your life. Well, he's back in woman form, and she's going to kick your ass now.
God, because the fight is just her being physically entirely terrifying, and guys going like, I'm going to pull some crazy shit, and it's just like, it doesn't fucking matter. She's just going to like power walk fucking through this thing.
I sort of love that little underling who's this like he's like today seems to be like that kind of keep her holder in place, and then like his fucking eyes are gone for and saying, "You did it, master. You got her." And she can't see her walking by carrying like his master's head.
And then she just fucks it into a river. It's just like, I don't fucking care. Her uncle, I think, in that case. But yeah, she fucking it's so cool. I don't know how people don't like this. That's weird, man.
Just messing dudes up like that, and some dudes just getting it so bad. I love it. I know it's just like they're just doing like the Kill Bill that volume 1 Super C. It goes black and white. It has like all like the screen doors and splashing of blood in it. Yeah, but like good artists borrow, great artists steal, as they say.
yeah, but even fucking up her cousin was with the. It's not super speed, but everyone thinks it is kind of. But she has it figured out. It's like it's 24 frames, and it's like right before she fucking decks him, and it shows the internal. Like it's not just like his jaw breaking; it's like the side of his fucking skull like becoming concave.
Mortal Kombat vision.
It's like, yeah, fuck that guy. And then that's not even the kill shot he gets. He gets, for him, like the most insulting kill shot: stabbed by a woman. Good. It couldn't happen to a worser guy.
Okay, so according to the Jujutsu Kaisen wiki, is that yes, you have the heavy restrictions as pacts, but the Zenin family occasionally just produce a child who is naturally heavily restricted.
Okay. See, I thought it was a just born thing, but it was kind of both. Yeah.
It would make sense with twins. Just like it's got to be bounded off. Like what would stop me having no powers at all, but for having restriction that stops it. So like if Maki gets something that's pretty cool if you got to use it well. Like you can generate matter. That's a pretty good power. Which means the opposite side, whoever is restricted, the other twin is, that must be pretty good fucking physical ability.
Physically gifted is a heavenly restriction that, for unknown reasons, has been shown to manifest exclusively in Zenin clan members. Yeah, I guess probably there's a lot of words, but does not really provide any sort of coherent explanation here. Which I suspect is the same thing that happens in the comics. Is that?
But it's badass. It's in our blood. We can't help it.
Yeah, we're just because essentially when she's had the heavily restriction is like come to its completion, and so she's as physically gifted as she can humanly be. Yeah, she's physically bigger in the second half when she's murdering all these people, and then kind of has like a Jonathan Joestar type with the sleeveless look.
Yeah, I thought it was just showing off the guns. Who wouldn't in her situation?
But yeah, there's lots of really fun fight. I think my favorite bit is there's two favorite bits in the fights where the bit with the Peter Chung style freeze frame and just the eyeball moving, which they do twice during the fight, and the bit where she's ice skating on everybody's blood. She's just
and she comes to a stop and keeps sliding up to right in front of a guy. That's fucking amazing. Yeah.
You're getting humor in there to getting
that's true.
chopped to pieces.
And then as she's leaving, she runs into the witch,
and she's carrying her sister's body is like, here, take care of her because she loved her sister, and it's kind of like, you, besides me, you're the only person who gave a fuck about her, basically. So yeah, it's a kind of a sad ending to it. It's like, yeah, but like people who we like have died as well as all these fucking assholes. Fuck them. But then we get the coda of like, and then they were basically like, those guys aren't one of the main families anymore because they're all fucking dead. Which is that's fair.
Well,
it feels kind of cruel on Maki because you're already a little bit like kind of fucking shat upon in like the inter-school battle arc there, as well, saying and now just kind of you were always this kind of shat upon it. It was like now like you're what you add, you kind of add value by dying. It's just like that's really, I suppose it's meant to be reflective too of how cruel this sorcerer society is.
Yeah,
and it's weird rules that seem to discriminate against everybody who doesn't fit in, really.
I think that kind of fits in terms of like, it's people with magic superpowers and stuff like that, but because it's based on like this old fucking thing, they have old notions like misogyny, which do not have a fucking place for it. It's like if your daughter happened to be hench as fuck, it's like you should probably not fucking make her really angry to the point where she wants to kill all of you. It's like you could have easily solved this by not being old-fashioned pricks, but
there's definitely something between this and in the sequel manga, Jujutsu Kaisen Modular was this.
Yeah.
There was definitely something I think was trying to get across there about state of the nation and how it's kind of this kind of set in its ways. We're kind of really being. Or being made to feel we should be the opposition to kind of new things coming in. No, we've been fine by ourselves for a while. It feels like they're kind of going back to that old isolationist mindset. Immigrants now are the source of all our problems. That inaction on the part of our government for doing nothing.
We got to be careful about all these illegal aliens from space coming into our country
with their weird magic.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely fits with how the manga ends and the one character who does not get any sort of redemption. Because maybe the real monsters were the humans.
I mean, the curses are literally generated by humans, so yeah.
Because when we're discussing like the corruption of the Sorcerer Society, that's not really the main motivations of the two main villains that we're going to have towards the end of this. They're kind of operating on pleasure alone, almost.
they got their own things going on, their own shittiness going on.
Yeah, they're different sort. But it's not like they have, because obviously, yeah, they're both like super really old. We know Kenjaku's now a 1,000-year-old sorcerer, and we know Sukuna's similar. So yeah, they definitely
two old fucks deciding the fate of the nation. So it sounds it's business as usual, doesn't it?
But they've been asleep a long time. Well, no, Kenjaku hasn't. But has any of his actions actually been part of like the politics of the Sorcerer Society, or is it just doing his weird experiments?
It's sort of like he's creating a point saying, well, powers, no powers. No powers suck, rather be without them. So if everybody had kind of crazy powers, it would be kind of best. Because anything that is weaker, that's kind of, well, that's reinforced by Sorcerer Society. They say they kind of do this to try and like, keep the real world, the normal world, safe from this. Because we look down on them, because we pity them, because they need to protect themselves and all the stuff that they can't even see. So they get this sense of like, we're better because we got powers. We're a thin line between you and cursed beasts, whatever. Because you should be like worshiping us if you knew about us at all. So that superiority kind of creeps in over centuries with all his family lines.
Yeah, and obviously his harebrained plan is to merge humanity with the world's sort of biggest sorcerer. Yeah, but obviously not going to say much more because we know what his real motivation is. Yeah, they're very good episodes. Like I say, not a PowerPoint, so excellent. And also, they are ending on the actual chapter endings these days as well. At least these past two. So
I don't know if you saw. There was someone doing the rounds of someone come up with a thing of like. Here's how Oda would have done this part of the arc, and it's like, Maki is defeated off fucking panel kind of thing. It's just like that. Everyone else has to go rescue her, and it's like, no man, let a fucking lady be badass. Come on.
There's not many rescue arcs. That would be.
I know.
They're looking like Titan Kubo.
Yeah, so I was going to say, it'd be Bleach. That's Bleach's plot.
That's true.
That's Bleach's only plot.
They were being unfairly just like when people are going like, this isn't that empowering. He's like, no, this is super empowering. She murders all the misogynists. Come on, it's great.
The other part of Bleach is that Ichigo, you gotta pick up your real sword. This one, yes, that one. No, not that one. Then that one. This one, yeah, that one. No, not that one either. Eventually, we'll pick up the real sword that he's actually meant to pick up. It's like, and then we'll,
you will get there. Yeah.
He goes through about 5 different swords, and they're all the real ones until they're not.
Yes. No, One Piece is everyone would neatly pair off against their chosen opponent, and we'd hang out with them for 2 years.
We get to know them.
Then we've got Ganglion that I haven't watched yet. I'm going to start playing it right now.
And go. Well, as left on, like they're coming back from the balcony, Hope Man and I forget the main like henchman's guy.
Yeah,
and hearing like laughing and cheering, and they come inside the room with ones, and then it just comes back in. The wife is there. It's like, oh honey, you're back. Hey, Hope Man number 2. He's actually an alright fella. So it's like, lads, I'm sorry about before. Hey, after next fight, I'll take you out off of Yakiniku. Sound good? Yeah, Hope Man 2. Hope Man 2. It's just like, okay, I guess we'll be going then. Sorry for everything my subordinate did around. It's just coming down the way. It's just fun saying. So, Hope Man 2, like, that the Q's start to fight, right? It's just like, oh yeah, like General Shadow says something like, I'll get you now, Hope Man. That's right. Attack. Justice Punch. And he starts beating up Hope Man 2, like, out in the hallway because it's making me look like an idiot in front of my arch enemies. But it's also like, he beats the shit out of him, and like he pokes in the door. Oh, sorry again for my subordinate's actions earlier on today. Like, he won't be doing anything like that again.
He's had a little accident, so he's going to be out of commission. So I'm going to be doing the Hope Man stuff from now on. By the way, Yakiniku's cancelled. Peace. Closes the fucking door.
It's always just a like glance or a nod between him and the main comic by phone saying, that's right. That's the way it should be.
Yes. Also, the important thing is that Hope Man 2 said he was going to hit on our main guy's wife.
Oh, yeah. And that's going to be his brother-in-law, says Hope Man 1, that kind of thing. So, yeah, you can't be having that.
Yeah, I think
we got an understanding.
That's the point at which he needs to be educated at that point.
Yeah, it's very good. Continues to be very good. Just just a really fucking solid like politics kind of thing, and just of like, hey, we have to work together. We're good and you're evil, but that doesn't mean that we can't get along by the rules. That's the other fucking thing. You can't just beat us up before the bad guy makes his speech. That's ridiculous.
And then this yakiniku shit. That's way too chummy. You know, we got to have some kind of boundaries.
Yeah.
Yakiniku.
Yeah, I think that's everything. I did watch the Molcar movie, which I would put that number 2 in the Molcar projects. I liked it more than Driving School, but not as much as the original. It is an anti-AI movie.
Hey, okay.
Take that.
So, of course, when I was looking through the Letterboxd reviews, there's somebody who's mad about it being an anti-AI movie.
It's too close to home, isn't it, you little bastard?
For many reasons, people are going to look back on now and think, what a stupid time. But AI is going to be up there with the stupidness, which is fucking high praise for stupidity, I think.
But yes, it has talking. That's the thing which takes you out the most, more than the CG rather than stop motion, is because it opens with a scene which you could have easily have done in the original, no talking, and then credits, and then we get like the villain who's like a Elon Musk, Steve Jobs type guy introducing his self-driving mole cars. As he always talking here, but the talk is not so bad because you have Aki Otsuka playing a thinly veiled Dom Toretto who's trying to find his mole car Dodge, and so a lot of the movie is spent with the rogue. Kamen is the rogue AI mole car who helps the go with the other mole car. And they spend ages looking for the particular sort of poop that Dodge would poop out, which was poop with hearts in it, and that's the way they scan something, they see poop with hearts in it, and they go to that location. That's the movie. That's the movie moves ahead. Is them going location, looking for poop, with a character who is clearly supposed to be Dom Toretto, voiced by Aki Otsuka. You know what? That's a pretty good idea for a movie.
It's more thought within someone thinks about on cinema these days. We'll take it.
Yes, there's real guinea pig appears, the cat appears, the real cat from the series. There's lots of callbacks to the series as well. So yeah, the cat does indeed return. I saw that. According to the film, what's it called? It's the British Film something, or it's the thing which like lists what's Film Distribution.
Clockwork Orange.
Film Distributors Association has the Lupin movie listed for video on demand in February.
Video on demand, because they were talking about the Immortal Bloodline coming out in the cinemas. Was it 7th of February? I want to say.
Okay, because I've got the 7th of February, but it's marked down as VOD on their list.
Okay.
It could have happened the same weekend, baby. Just why not?
Yeah, or maybe they got the colour wrong on their thing. And then at the end of the month, it is God, what's it called? Not the Edge of Tomorrow thing.
All you need is kill.
That's it. Yeah.
All you need is kill.
And on a non-anime front, I'm very excited to see coming out in apparently 300 plus locations across the UK and Ireland. The Day the Earth Blew Up.
Oh, excellent!
Wow.
Which is either coming out on the 13th or the 7th, depending on what piece of information you can get it from.
Both could be good.
Immortal Bloodline. Oh, is that a different colour? Okay, that's now Event Cinema colour, not the VOD colour. It was VOD colour when I looked earlier.
Event.
Okay.
Now Event Cinema colour, as it was, as the other thing was. So, yeah. Where is it? Have they announced anything where it's playing yet? Is anime limited again?
I hadn't got that much now yet, but it'd probably be more than you think. But it could be just like it's going to be one of those like 1 or 2 day engagement type of jobs. So
that
get it while it's hot.
Fortunate that it's happening on the 7th of February because I am very much busy that day. So I hope it's also on the
Damn,
Sunday.
am I busy that day?
I've got to go and drive
Fuck, I
my
will be.
brother. I've got to drive my brother to hospital. So unless it's playing at
That
the
sounds like a
hospital.
threat. I gotta drive my brother to the hospital.
Then it's a very rich man.
It's the eye hospital, so he can't drive. So
yeah, that's fair.
And then we're going to play Switch games.
I'll say a quick Fire Force update. The prior episode wasn't entirely like the very Japanese firefighter guys fighting their ex guy who'd shown up as a one of the pillar monster guys, but it's just his regular size. But he's like their old boss, but as an evil infernal version of him. And the world is now changing according to reality. So the waves were like what's the artist? He did the wave and all that shit. Like the ocean now looks like a Hokusai painting that's moving, and the moon has turned into initially it was like a blood moon as he finished the technique, but now it's the Soul Eater moon, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is wrong with that moon in this episode?"
We're turning into a cartoon. No.
Yeah, and so it's the idea that people's perceptions of reality is what reality is now turning into, and it's like, doesn't that not line up with the cataclysm? They just want to let the world burn, the white cloud, and it's like, well, the end of people think the end of my life is I'm going to die on fire. So yeah, that would actually line up to what they want to do, which is bad. But most of this week's episode was freaking our main guy. God damn it, I can't remember his name now. Shinra, his brother, going around like a regular guy, investigating his past. Like he wants to look up what was my family like. It's like, wait, I've got no father on my birth cert kind of thing. It's like, I'm gonna look that up. So it turns out his brother is probably Jesus, and is like, does that make him and he's like, does that make me Jesus too? Because I was also a virgin birth, and it's like I don't know.
Jesus. Right.
See,
strongly implied.
Both of them are virgin births. Their mom did not have sex to have them. So they're like the idea of Jesus made manifest, a savior, or as another word that he would use, a hero, that kind of thing. I don't know. I'm gonna see where this fucking shit's going. It's good.
Wacky. I like it.
I mean, I know where it's going, and it is.
I know where it's going as well. I know where it ends up. How about that? So that's fine. Yeah.
We knew where it ended up about 2 decades ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm still enjoying the ride though.
Yeah. That's Little Amelie is also coming out in February.
Okay.
Ooh, the Amelie prequel.
The Oscar nom.
Amelie Origins.
Yeah, that's it. Enough of this. Let's end this. Ta-ra for now.
Catch you later.
I just wanted to go over that because that was fucking crazy.